Welcome to Big Belly Garage, home of BBR, Big Belly Racing. I hope you enjoy the video and thank you for stopping by.
What's going on today, everybody? Thanks for stopping by the channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because we're fighting our way up to 1,000. At 1,000 subscribers, you don't have to worry about the channel getting took off the air. You know, they've threatened it. I don't think they've done anybody yet, but you know, I'm not really for sure. I haven't done my research on that, so I don't know. But anyway, don't cost nothing. Hit that subscribe. It helps us little channels get up and grow, and the more people we get out and the more people, you know, knows us, it just builds, you know. And I would have never thought we're at now. We did break 100, and we're gonna think of something really cool to do for that here in the next couple days. Let's see what else we got. We're actually at 104 now as far as subscribers, so it's going really good. So anyway, what we're gonna do today is we got the old Icebear 150 up here, otherwise known as a Chuckus. Most people call them Chuckus. Before I found out they were called Chuckus, I had named this one Chuckus. That's how the name come. But, you know, it's just a sticker and it's going away. So anyway, they're considered Chuckus. Got that right now. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to swap out the original carburetor. We're going to swap it out for a new OKO 28 millimeter. I don't know if you can see that on there. And we actually had this carburetor on before. Really nice carburetor, by the way. And I purchased the carburetor and a complete jet set from Unique Scooter Parts. That's where I got the parts from. Really quick shipping, them guys are on it. I ran it before and I never really could get it jetted right. It was just like, it would run good, but at the end I had a lot of throttle left where it had no response. Alright, it is a flat slide carburetor, by the way. And I ran it before, and like I said, I just never could get it to work right. I've done some research on it, and I'm going to raise the height of the needle valve, and I'll show you when I take it apart. And we'll see if we can get that, if that'll make the difference at the end. So, anyway. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to put the carburetor. To do the carburetor, you have to change the ends because the flat side carburetor requires a different cable because of the end of it. So you do have to get that if you do it if you go with the flat slide. So, all right. Well, let's get to taking this one off and. We'll show y'all how it's done, because that's how we do it here at Big Belly Garage, home of Big Belly Racing. Let's go. All right, so what we've done is I've removed the bowl, and I'm going to show you something about that in a minute. This is your main jet. This is your pilot jet. I went with a 38 on the pilot jet. That's basically your idling jet. It covers it up to 2,000 RPM and less. And this is your main jet. And what I'm starting with is I've installed a 38 out of my kit here, so you can really fine tune everything. I mean, you can get it down real good. And I have the same thing with the main jets, but I decided to go with a 110 here and a 38 in the pilot. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off the carburetor off the other one, and then we'll show you what I'm going to do in the top. I'm going to move the E-clip to pull the needle up as high as it can go, because I believe that was my problem last time. So let's get to it. Alright, so let's get taking off the carburetor. Wrong screwdriver. To remove the old carburetor, I don't know what type of air filter you're running. I have a little K&N style on this one. I need to, I'm gonna upgrade that for sure. Let me get this off of here. All right, there we go. Now we can pull it out here to the side. I need to try to find something to plug off the fuel. We're not going to lose a lot because the vacuum pump is up underneath here, which I am running a Makuni pump on it. And it does have the aluminum intake on it. This thing has pretty much everything you could do to one except for doing the big bore kit. And I just wanted to see how much I could get out of it without doing the big bore kit, and we've hit 65 with a 320-pound man on it. So I think that's pretty damn good on flat ground. Sorry. So anyway. All right, so once we get it out to the side, you got to unhook the choke. It's actually an electric solenoid that just richens up the system. And what I've done is there's a plug, but it's way back up in the wiring. So what I done was I put two connectors on it here, where that if I choose to take it off again, which I knew I was going to be doing, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have nothing else wrong, so I went back with the factory carburetor with a big jet. There's one undone. And there's two undone. And that way, if it doesn't work and I can't get it to work, you know, I'll cover these wires and tuck them up inside. But if I can't get it to work, I will, let's see, I need 12 millimeter. I got to get a 12 millimeter to take the throttle cable off. All right, 12 millimeter. All you got to do is break this loose a little bit here. Give it some slack there and pull your cover off. All right, then you want to pull your throttle, roll that around, and then slide your connector out. Then you will remove the throttle. All right, so now the only thing we left have is the fuel line. So I'm going to try to remove the fuel line here. Not real tight. They don't require to be too tight, but I like using clamps. I don't like the little squeeze clamps. I know everybody says they're fine, but we're good. We're not even gonna leak as long as we keep her pointed up in the air. So we'll see what we can do to hook it up in the air, and there where we go, we don't lose no fuel. So now what we got to do is go up and take our handle off, feed this back through, and then we have to feed the new cable through that. So let's go to the other side. All right, there's the front half and here's the back half. I'll grab them screws, lay them up there, pull this out of the handle. All right, so on your factory cable, I don't know if you can see it or not. I know I can't zoom up, I'm filming alone, so I got to do the best I can do, everybody. Only thing that holds it in is there's a little bracket and a 8 millimeter bolt goes through it into the handle, and it was just very long. I had a little hard time getting it out, but anyway, we got her loose now. I'm going to go ahead and take the box off. We have to charge the battery. I had to, it had sit for a couple months during my vacation and a little time before, and the battery had went down. But it started and ran all day. I didn't have to charge it. Believe it or not, it is a 15, I believe. It's either registered as a 15 or 16, I can't remember. And it is still on the original battery, which they say that's just unheard of. That's the first thing you want to do is get rid of that battery. So I've been nervous about it, but you know, it's never let me down. So I don't worry about it a whole lot. All right. So now let me grab a pair of cutters and I'll be right back with you. Okay, now that we got the cable undone over there, we got to follow where it comes here, feed it back down, have to cut some wire ties, I believe. Okay, got it to there. Just have to follow it through the frame. You just feed it all through the frame, and there we have it. There is our original cable. Lay over there for now. All right. Here's our new cable. All right. So we're gonna route it down through here the best we can. But we know where she's gonna go here. All right. And here we have her. So, I believe I'm gonna do the carburetor in first, and then I can show you what I was talking about on the moving the jet up. So let's do that real quick. I'm gonna set the camera up where it zooms in, and I'll see you in a minute. All right. And on these carburetors, you have to feed the cable down inside, and it actually hooks to the flat side, the flat slide. I'm sorry. So let's take this apart up here. All right, we'll lay that down there. All right. What we have here is the slide. And what we're going to do is, this is your main jet, your needle jet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push it up and let it come out the other end. Maybe. Have to take the clip off the end. Alright. And I don't know if you can see it in the camera. There's various different levels you can clip it. And we're just going to go up one. If there's more, I have to get my glasses on, to be honest, to look at it. But hold on just a minute. Alright. This one does have, looks like 5 notches total. Alright. So, we have reinstalled the E-clip. We're going to drop it back down through there. Alright, so we got the needle back in. Got to put the little collar back in, because that's part of the how that is part how the cable goes in. So what we're going to do now is install it on the cable. All right. So what we're going to do now is, man, we can go ahead and take them out and quit dropping. So what we're going to do now is we're going to install the cable down through here. It'll all be hooked together, and I got to zoom out and I'll show you how we're going to do that. And all right, everybody, I had a heck of a time, but we finally got the slide in, the needle valve adjusted down. So now we're ready to put the carburetor on. So let's put our gasket back on here, like so. Feed our slide down through the carburetor very gently so it all lines up. Correct. Alright, so once we get her down on there, everything lined up, stick our screws in here. Tighten them up evenly. Check my bowl again. Alright, so now we got the throttle cable hooked up. Like so. And we're going to leave this lay here, and I'm going to go up there and I'm going to reinstall the handle. So if I haven't, I'm going to reinstall the handle, so if I have any problems with the cable, I should be able to fix it. We hope. Feels like she's working like she should. Alright, now that I got the handle in and it halfway adjusted here, put the screws back in. Alright, you can hear it. Handle's adjusted. Alright, now all we have to do is attach our fuel line. Alright, so there's our fuel line. We have, might have to redo the fuel line. I think I have to cut it off and make it shorter. I think when I put that in there I had to add to it. Now the hard part is working this back in here. Alright. We finally got her on there. Everything in the right position. Now just tighten your clamp up. Alright, now I believe all I run on this is putting this filter on the back of here. Just like so. Tighten the clamp down. And that's it, everybody. That's the complete switch out. Going to an OKO carburetor, 28 millimeter, and guess we could. Gonna have to do some adjusting. You can adjust the cable on both ends. On here and up at the throttle too. That's the way I like it. I should have checked that. I guess I should have checked to make sure the slide was coming all the way open before I closed that. I can't seem to see. Yeah, but that's good response right there. A little bit of play. I like it. So that's it. Let's set the case up there. I'm gonna do the test ride tomorrow. It's raining today. Or I would do it today. But I'm going to strap on the GoPro and we're gonna go out and do some tuning. We're not worried about this right now. So we're just gonna sit up there so we can put the key in. And the battery is down, so we'll see. I'm gonna put the trickle charger on it. All right. She's a little cold, but shut her off there. So there it is. That's how you swap from your original carburetor to a OKO flat side carburetor. And we will be doing some testing tomorrow. I'm gonna go in, get this video edited, and get it out there for you guys tonight. And like I said, tomorrow, if the weather's good, we'll do our test ride and maybe play with the jets a little more and just see if it's made a difference, if it's working or not. I don't know. So anyway, thanks for stopping by the channel again. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please hit like. The more you like, the more they spread the videos around. So, but thanks for stopping by Big Belly Garage, home of Big Belly Racing, man. Y'all have a good day. And God bless.